legalistic emphasis.
Traditionally, you are supposed to do stuff apart from believing in Christ for you to receive from God. Thus, there is emphasis on the things you must do for God. As a result, there is a lot of legalistic emphasis on the things you must do in order for God to bless you. The sermons say that you must sacrifice something for God to do something for you. They highlight that you must earn it, you must deserve it. They say that if you don't earn it, you won't be able to keep it. In other words, if you get it free of charge, you will not strive enough to preserve it. Many religious ministers burden congregates with unbearable loads. They subject them to striving and sacrificing as a way of sowing for the time of need. They say that if you are not sowing seed in good ground, you won't reap. You will be struck by curses. They use verses to defend this standpoint. However, it doesn't mean that everything in the Bible is applicable to you. Some scriptures pertain to the Old Covenant based on the law of Moses. That's why you have to partition the disc correctly. Wrong partitioning loads you with a works mentality. In the Old Covenant, people were supposed to work for the acceptance and blessing of God. This is distinctly stated in the scriptures pertaining to those under the Old Covenant. In the New Covenant, Christ merits you for God's acceptance and blessing. Legalists are always looking for things to do for God. They have a deadly misconception. They think it is about doing things for God in order to be rewarded. Legalism blinded them to the truth that you are now supposed to live in Christ Jesus, and your work is to believe and receive what God has already done for you in Christ. Legalists try to supplement the divine swap with their own man-made swap. Plaques of religion have blocked their hearing. They can't hear the call of Jesus to the people who are heavily burdened with the law of sin and death to come to his rest. His burden is easy, his yoke is light. Matthew chapter 11 verse 28 to 30. He came to give and not to receive. He wants you to come and buy without money and without price. Isaiah 55 verse 1. God didn't give you Christ for you to return the favor. He just expects you to respond by believing in Christ. He is not expecting you to work for anything that He put in Christ. Your work is to believe. It's the good fight of the faith.